So I can go.
Okay.
Kind of what I've done this week hasn't really been any of the concepts or technologies that we're supposed to learn, but I've tried to check out the wireframes and see like how our app's actually going to work.
Okay.
So I've got a little bit to show you guys. I was just trying to think of how the app might function. So I've made some wireframes. Let me know what you guys think. I'll share my screen. Okay.
Oh,
Can you
very
see
nice.
it?
I did for a second, but now I don't anymore.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Well, do you see it now?
No.
No? The heck?
It was up for maybe one or
Okay,
two
just a
seconds.
sec.
Okay.
How about now?
Yes.
Is it big?
Yes,
Like big enough?
it's big enough I can see.
Alright, so I've tried to think about how it's going to work. Like, I liked your wireframes a lot. I just couldn't understand, um, you know how you had it where there were two users, so like the
Yes,
honey
yes.
and the doer. So I wasn't sure how that would work with how you had it set up. It would almost be like it would have to be the same
Same
device
person. Yes. I did
in
not
order to make it work.
incorporate. Yeah.
So what I've come up with, I don't even know if it's feasible for this class, but I figure if it's not, we could just have dummy buttons or whatever. Like say, well, this is if it was working, you'd be able to log in or something. But that's the only way that my mind could I could wrap my mind around it.
Yes,
So
that's fine.
this first image would be the program on launch. So like once you downloaded it,
Okay.
you would have a screen that would say either register or login. The next one, if you hit the register button or that link, it would take you to this registration page where you can just make a username and password, create a user.
Okay.
The next thing would be that menu button in the top left. If the user were to tap it, it would drop down a list. I thought of maybe like my chores or my group, and you'll see what I mean. If you hit my group, it might go to a list of people in your group so you can add users to it.
So like more
Um,
than one person can complete.
yeah, I was thinking how
Yeah.
cool would this be? Instead of like honeydew, you could do. So I need my husband to do this, and then also my kid needs to do this so you could
No, that's
send
a great idea.
things to them. I don't know exactly how to get it working, but
Well, I could do this in PHP,
yeah.
but Java,
So
I keep thinking, how am I going to do this in Java?
yeah. So then on this screen, you'd either click on the person that you'd want to go to, or you could add a new member right on the same page. So you just type them, and then they would it repopulate into that
Okay.
list if you added. So say you clicked on the person Colin, it could take you to a page where you'd add the chore name and the points like you had. And then I just thought of you could either add the chore or possibly view chores. So what Colin's actually done. And this next one I'm thinking would be a read only. So you wouldn't be able to change anything. It would just be you'd see what he's gotten done.
Okay, and then
And then
they
you
can. No, that
could
looks
go
fun.
back. If you went to my chores, I know it's not the one highlighted there, but if you went to my chores, then you could see what you have to do, and you could click the checkbox or whatever, make it say that you did it, and then that claim reward part at the bottom.
That looks great.
So It's not completely done. Like there's stuff like log in, log out, things
Well,
like that, and then also the reward stuff isn't. I
and
haven't
it
thought
helps
about that,
define
but
kind of I'd say pages, but I guess the different, how many different, oh man, with Java, what is it? I don't know. But do you think we'd create a class for each page?
Yes, that would
hmm,
be the
Yeah.
yeah.
most efficient way to do it. And
Are
then
there
we
any
can
that
just
we
call
can
it.
use as subclasses though? Maybe like the menu, or we can just extend the
Well, I
menu.
think you just make functions and
Okay.
reuse those.
Oh, well, he does
I
want the
don't
model
know.
view control pattern. That's right.
Okay, so then that's what brings me into the
Okay.
second part. Is I don't know if it's working on GitHub, but I've made some updates to the program stuff on GitHub. Just simply, oh, you can't see this anymore. I changed screens. Hang on.
You're fine.
It's nothing too crazy here, but I'm just starting to think about the model view control.
Yeah, no, we probably create packages titled
Mhm.
model view control and then,
There you go. That's what I've done.
oh,
Can you
perfect.
see my page? So there's a lot of crap up here, but um, the honeydew, and
Yeah,
then you'd have your packages, so you'd have your control, your
your
models,
model
and your
and
views.
yeah, that looks good.
For the one other class that I had, we had like an exceptions package and
Oh, yeah,
interfaces and stuff. So I don't know if
and the enumerations.
it might, if that would come into play or not, but just kind of started getting that in. And hopefully, if you guys pulled the repository, you'd have those updates. But I didn't check to
Well,
see if
in
it posted.
Sterling, what was
Hmm.
the IDE that you liked?
There's a lot of IDEs that I really like.
Okay, well, you told us of one that you said was great for GUIs.
Yep, I don't remember.
Okay.
I'll
Never
take it in.
mind then.
Yeah, I'll post it in our little team Google Drive thing.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I'm. Oops,
are we
sorry.
actually are we kind of doing it like we did in the other 260 class, where we create the GUI within the IDE and it's not technically like a Android app, but since it's in Java, it could be easily converted into an
Technically.
Android app.
Is 260 the one with the game, or is that with the
Yeah.
mobile? Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever one. I meant the Java um, game one.
Well, with the Java game one, the teacher said that we didn't have to have the GUI working because we got an A on ours, but we didn't incorporate everything with the GUI. I mean, the actual board game wasn't with the
Yeah,
GUI.
same here.
That oh my gosh. And oh man, I'm not good with GUIs, you guys.
Okay.
So
Let
what are
me
we doing there though?
let me intercede for a moment.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh, when I took 260, my group fell apart, and so I did the entire thing by myself all year.
Oh
So
my gosh.
when I did it, well, he wanted. I took Brother Jackson. He wanted a full GUI, full HUD, everything available, and everything working.
Oh my goodness.
So that's what I did.
That's
But
pretty impressive.
what I'm saying here is that it's not impossible. And if we set it up like we did in 260, we could get this done real quick.
Okay, then we'll
hmm
count on doing it similar to that. I just bought a
Cool.
Java book to help refresh my memory and because I'm good with the nesting classes within classes, that's fine, but I mean there's just little things I have questions on that I wasn't super positive on and just don't remember. So I'll try and freshen up. And okay, I know I said this last week, but man, things get crazy when you don't think they'll get crazy. Um, but I'm almost done with my homework for the week, and then I have my midterm, and then just this application to work on for this class. Midterm for another class, sorry, not this one.
Which one's that?
Midterm for 353 operating systems too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been supposed to be working on it, but I haven't.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that one.
It's going pretty well. I uploaded, sorry, not uploaded, but I downloaded one of them with just the PowerShell, and I want the GUI. So I've been trying to put the GUI on it, but it keeps saying I need to specify the location for the install. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Even if I don't have a GUI, I'll just figure it all out with the PowerShell.
Sweet.
Anyways, I've been trying to figure out what the Hibernate is we're supposed to incorporate, and it looks like it's another library thing that we're gonna have to incorporate so far.
So it's just using items from the library.
Here, I'll read sentence. And it's also the framework. Let me see if I can't find a good description. Alright, we'll just do Wikipedia. It is an object relational mapping framework for the Java language, providing a framework for mapping an object-oriented domain model to a traditional relational database. Does that mean anything to you?
A little bit.
Okay, at least it meant something to someone.
So are we just going to be making the GUI for Java in Swing?
Using Swing or?
Yeah, using Java Swing.
Okay,
Like,
you know, and I need
that's what
to,
we
that's
did
one of the
last
things I need to freshen my mind with, is Swing because,
yeah, Swing was just like more putting in buttons and then putting like building everything, and then you're just linking those buttons to your code pretty much.
And that was with the GUI?
Yeah, Swing is, from what I
Okay.
remember, it's like making a GUI for your Java application.
Okay, then that I do remember
So
actually.
if you remember, you'd make like the frames, like the main frame and stuff, and you'd build that with Swing, and then you would like hook all of your GUI buttons and user stuff.
So then let's get all of the code down, and then we can start working with the GUIs. Or actually, yeah. And does anyone, so I don't know how to use a database with Java, but I'm sure I can figure it out. The book I have has databases included, so. And I have, if we wanted, I could put it up. I still have a website. Do you guys still have a website you can upload it to? The application? Or sorry, let's use our phones. Oh my goodness.
Uploading what?
The application, so that we can see it run. Or I guess the teacher could just download it and then run it himself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when we're done, we could do that.
Sorry. Someone got hurt. It's okay. Oh man, what were we doing?
Oh, you know.
Nothing.
Not getting too far. I keep getting off task. But.
Okay. Well, I will try and learn more about this Hibernate stuff, but part of me wants to just incorporate this with the application we're developing.
Yeah.
And not have to do my own code. I mean, it will be my own code, but not have to create my own code with another type, with something else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like when I do the MVC, put that on my portfolio, I was planning on showing examples of how I incorporated it with our.
Well, and if we just have the basic layout for the application, then we all do our own, pieces for the requirements for the code, and then we just kind of share each other what we did and then incorporate everyone's into the actual application we're going to submit, I think that would be fine.
AKA Scrum.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So do you guys think that it's possible to do like the login, create accounts and stuff?
I
Have you
do.
ever?
I've done that with PHP.
It'd just be using databases, right?
Yeah, and yeah, for my website, I can show you mine really quick.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't find it. It's from my
I use
Yeah.
WordPress. WordPress figures it out for me.
I mean, this is for back-end web development. So sorry. This is all one line, but since I've shrunk my screen here, you know what? It'd probably be easier for you to see if I just went like this. So I do have a register a new account and log in with an existing account. This is the administrative account. It took me to a different page because my default is to go. I'll have to fix it. I have two websites on this one. But anyways, I'll have to remove the coin tracker, but it does log you in and it is going into a database.
Cool. So we just have to figure out how to do that with Java instead of
Yeah,
PHP.
I don't know how to